know why. I think I might have played that melody the other day. Is that the Methodist Preacher? There's some kind of bluegrass song that has that. Sorry. I wanted to show you something real quick here, guys. So there's a lot of people that play this Robert Johnson Delta Blues stuff. This has nothing to do with this bullshit I just played on this intro, by the way. But I will say this. A lot of people play this Robert Johnson kind of lick the wrong way, where he goes like, you know. Of course, a lot of that is not Robert Johnson, but this part is. Right? I'll get back to that part in a second, but this part is what I'm talking about. That's the only part I'm talking about Robert Johnson. But people do this all the time. They'll go. That's not really correct. The correct way to do this is this. It's a diminished chord. So here's your E7. I'm taking this E chord, and I'm taking these two fingers and dropping them right down a set of strings. So it's the same E7 chord, C shape, except I'm putting the fifth on the very top. So instead of this, I get... do it in A7. B7. Because there's your D shape B chord. Flat 7. Sus, major third, A7 to E7. Great A7 right here. Look at the hand position. Things really start lining up if you use the proper hand position. This is kind of just a general acoustic Delta blues kind of lesson here I thought I'd throw at you. I just got done doing some stuff here. And I thought this would be kind of cool with you guys. I'm not trying to do a video every day. Don't get crazy. I'm just grabbing these little moments while I can here before the weekend hits. But some fun stuff coming up. A guy that I don't work with very often. I'm doing a lot of special guesting things, which means I'm really getting old, and maybe my career's ending. You know, maybe it's reaching its peak. Who knows? I'm kidding, of course. I'm not going out like that yet, boys. But Daniel Donato has asked me to be a special guest at his show December 13th at the Brooklyn Bowl here in Nashville. I'm going to come out and play a couple numbers with him. That'll be fun. We're alumni of the Don Kelly Band. The Don Kelly Band was Brent Mason, Red Volkart after him. Kenny Vaughn played a lot in the Don Kelly Band also, but Brent Mason, Red Volkart, Johnny Highland, myself for 4 years, intertwined with some Patty Loveless touring and sessions and Jerry Douglas touring that lasted forever. I don't know if I've ever told you guys all that stuff, man. We had some crazy times with Patty Loveless and the Del McCurry Band, Marty Stewart, Vince Gill. We had an Opry Road Show, we called it. And we went and toured a bunch with those guys, and that's how I started building some of my network here, man, just meeting all these people. And so then I started working with Jerry Douglas and played on a bunch of his records. Great Christmas record, by the way. Check out Jerry Christmas. I'll put a link to the bottom. I think I kind of helped him with that name too. I said, Jerry, you got to call this Jerry Christmas. And he did. I don't know. He might not give me credit for that, but I think I helped him with the name. And we just always would laugh our asses off on that gig, man. Jerry's just such an awesome guy, and I've become friends with all his family and all his kids and everything now for years and years. But we ended up opening up for Paul Simon for 3 months and got to hang with Steve Gadd and all the African band members at lunch, and Bakithi Kamalo and all the amazing players that played on all those records. And it was just a time of a lifetime. But Radio City Music Hall during Christmas time in New York, and I thought I met John McEnroe. It was really, I thought I met Art Garfunkel. It was really John McEnroe. There's a whole other story there. I'll tell you sometime, friends. But anyway, back to Robert Johnson, who's arguably the king of the Delta blues. That's that nice voicing. So if you're messing around with that. Butchering these chords, but this kind of stuff, these high chord voicings. Again, look, if I play the E7 here, there's another voicing like that, right? That's a diminished, right? Right, so look, all those different voicings. That's an E7, because there's E, there's E7, there's the root, major third. There's diminished relationship there. Now watch, next inversion. Because diminished chords move every 4 frets, right? Now watch, E7 here. Let's see. I think that's right? So, yeah. These 3 3-note chords, man. I swear to God, everything that any of us can play on the guitar to our ability is I'm seeing that it's all not I'm just seeing. I've been seeing this for years, but it's just coming. It's coming from the chords. It's unbelievable. I mean, I love the way these little 3-note voicings are such a huge thing. Like when I went to the A chord there, right? B7. A7, diminished, E with a B in the bass, B7, E, right? A minor, E, because that is part of your A. It's just got the third in the bass from the D shape. A minor, because the third's going down a half step. E major, B7. I love how those things work. The country blues, man. It's so cool. But anyway, those little voicings are so much fun. And so if you just look at 3 strings at a time and kind of get into the triads and the different voicings of these chords, man, it's so much fun, and there's so much stuff in there. And it's about reducing these to their smallest things. I don't want to be playing this A7 every time. I want, I'm free at that point. I've got... Oh, sorry. Not my strong point. Oh, shit. Those little things, this is this is what I need to be practicing right here. Somebody asked the other day, what do you practice? This is what I need to be practicing. I suck at that, but it's such a cool style, man. If you can check out any Chet Atkins stuff from the 50s, when he was really playing like Mr. Sandman and some of that stuff, just the groove that he got with that thumb and alternating bass was Jed. I sent Jed a video a couple days ago. He goes, man, his groove was like a velvet blanket or something. That's not exactly right, but if I have my phone, which I don't because it's filming right now, Jed had a great quote. He was like, man, his groove was like a velvet blanket or something. And I'm like, man, dude, it's such a great feel that I'm not even anywhere in the ballpark of that. But anyway, that's the idea. Check out the Diminished Robert Johnson thing. And if you and here's another one. I just taught a lesson a couple days ago, and the guy was trying to figure out how to go up the chord. So if I'm going from G to C, and it's a diminished. It's not so diminished chords are really fun. They're not just for jazz. So if I go, G again, G7, C, and then the next chord. You've heard that song, that chord a million times in a million songs. It's not this. That's cheating. We got to do this. It's like the walk down when people do this. I really prefer this. Way cleaner, right? So this is the diminished. So G, G7, C, it moves up, right? So that's G, E7, A minor, D, G. That's a 1-6-2-5. But the C, the diminished chord is this. C7, A shape. Just drop your middle finger. Now the fingering is everything. Don't forget that. Everything. You'd have to play the third to get the melody right, right? But those little things, the higher notes on the chords, those are where your melodies are. That's how you're going to learn how to play around chords, is by dissecting these chords, hearing the upper notes and how they walk down to the next chord. If you really get into that and look what's going on, it's going to open your mind wide open, and your ear, more importantly. All right, guys, having fun with the little Martin parlor here. You can't hit this thing too hard. You got to really be delicate with these little things, right? It's like a baby. You know, the smaller the person, the more delicate you got to be with them. And that goes for guitars too. All right, friends, thanks so much. I'll see you in a couple days, if not tomorrow, and have a great weekend. It's freezing here in Nashville, but I know there's way colder places. I ran into Joey Landreth last night at the Underdog, listening to the great Jack Roush slamming band with Adam Wakefield, Wes Little, Jack Roush. If you're here on a Thursday in Nashville, you got to go see Jack Roush. Tickets are on sale right now for the Chicago night too. Grab those while you can. Come see us and all the gang up there. February 7th and 8th. February 7th is sold out, but tickets are on sale as of today for the 8th. Also, I was going to tell you, oh yeah, last night. So I ran into brothers Landreth, Joey Landreth, and I told Joey, man, next time you come to town, let's book some sessions or do something. Come play a gig at the Underdog, and he's from Winnipeg, and he goes, dude, I left the house the other day, it was 30 below. I was like, yeah, this is like the Bahamas compared to that. So, all right, guys, look, stay warm, be cool, and I'll see you guys down the road real soon. Check out some Robert Johnson, and let's have a party. All right, see you guys.